Okay, we are live.
Alright. Hello everyone. I'm Lizstar. You just watched Hex and Lizstar. And here I am for Ristar. This is a classic Sega game. I'm going to just jump right into it. Timing will be kind of awkward. It starts when Ristar's feet hit the ground. So get ready as soon as I say go, alright?
Okay.
Go. Hello, welcome to Ristar. This is a classic Sega game for the Sega Genesis. It is my favorite game of all time, hence why I'm named after it. Also, if you're wondering, my voice quality is a little lower. I had to switch to my phone because my internet is really acting up tonight. Hopefully, it will not get any worse. I should not have said that. Marathon luck. So Ristar is your traditional jumping platformer. However, it does have a twist, and that is that Ristar has extendable little arms that he can use to grab and interact with things. We're playing 100%. So we need to get to these bonus stages. And there's one hidden in each level. 2, 3, 4, 5, go. So we need to collect each of these bonus stages, and that equals 100%. It doesn't really do anything. It gives you passwords, all of which I already know, because I know a lot about this game. I'm in third place. World record actually just got beaten, like, last week by Harem Scarum. Congratulations to Harem Scarum for dethroning Chubbis. Chubbis deserved it. So yeah, so run and jump with grab. That's all it is, right? It's simple. But everything goes a little haywire when we throw these things in here. These are the star poles. And we use them to do most skips in this game. For example, that was log skip. By going at a perfect angle, we're able to jump over a log. Usually you would have to hit that log and Ristar would look at it and go, oh my gosh, I knocked down a log, and it would be super adorable. But it would also waste like 10 seconds because you can just fly there. That is what makes this game most difficult for speedrunning. It is a notoriously difficult game. Most people who I see who play it, it takes them forever, and they're like, how are you so good at it? Listen, I've played this game literally 1,000 times. I, you know, play it that much and get back to me. Especially the final boss, but we will get to him, trust me on that. Whoop. So I just took a bunch of damage. That's okay, it doesn't, like, affect me in any real negative way. Obviously, we have four things of health. Then we'd be knocked back to a checkpoint. So this is our first boss. This is Riho. I'm going to have a difficult trick here. Alright. So I call that assaulting the wizard. What we do is we climb all up on that wizard, and when Riho drops down on his back, we swing our hands up and around and drag it in so that we grab Riho and hit him. And we do that 3 times. It is very precise. You have to be doing the same movement basically every time. It's just muscle movement at this point, but you do still considerably mess it up. When I ran this game at GDQ last year, I did not get that, or this year, I did not get Riho. It can lose you a lot of time, but there are backups, which luckily I did not have to show any. So the next bonus is over here. One of the things about this game, with 100%, is that it's very, very easy to forget that you're playing 100%. Okay, so we do that in order to quickly go over here and grab the oyster. if you're on the left side, the oyster goes right. If you're on the right side, the oyster goes left. So just hang out on the left side, and you can more easily grab it, because you can't swim through that bottom area as easily. I'm taking some unnecessary damage here. So here we are in the water level. I should probably explain water levels. You have, of course, played Mario. You've, of course, played Sonic. You, of course, played any video game and realized, wow, water levels are awful. But funny enough, the water levels in this game are actually really good, because Ristar can actually swim, and he's pretty freaking good at it. He's able to just easily just cut through that water. And here we are at a very, very monotonous mini-boss to a quick, exciting level. Basically, we just wait for these waves to come up, and then the enemies come, and we just dodge them. It's as simple as that. Each level, it's each world is the first level with a little mini boss. Then the second level has no boss. Then the third level, which has only a boss. In those first two levels, that's where we get our 100% stuff. So it's a little boring, that boss, but not, not insulting. Here we are in the second water level. This is more like a labyrinth. So we need to... Basically, it's like these little puzzles, which just involve hitting things, and that unlocks a door. Here we have a frog jump. There you go. You have to do a little, back end, go whoa, and then jump up on that frog. Jump up on that frog! And otherwise, you'd have to, go behind the frogs and climb up on that ladder, which was the old strat, and then we're like, oh, this is way faster. This is, my favorite room in the game. So, by hitting the wall, Ristar can climb up walls. And you use that to just really quickly scream through this room. And it is so fun. This game is so fun. I love it so much. It is very hard. It's very difficult to get into. But with speedrunning, basically all you need to do is you need to understand the movement. The movement is a little wonky. Grabbing in all 8 cardinal directions is a little tricky, especially on certain Genesis controllers. I'm currently using, let's see here, 1470, which is a 6-button. It has kind of bad diagonals, but I mean, I'm still, I'm hitting those diagonals. So you gotta be careful. If you go too fast, you'll just go through the wall and end the level. We have to go into the bonus stage first. Bop, 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 bop. It's just so excitable. The music in this game is really good. If you've ever played Nights into Dreams, composed by the same person, I do not remember her name, but she makes very good music. And here we are at... Whoa, I just got a gold. I just got a gold on that level. That's pretty good. Hey! So here we are in the biggest variance of speed in this game. This is what is your name? This is Osat. He is the brilliant purple shark, and basically he has 5 or 6 attacks. He can either just go at you and stop, go at you, keep running, go in the back like that. The first 2 moves are always the same. After that, now it's completely RNG. Half of the moves you can hit him, half of the moves you can't hit him. As you can see, that's a move I can't hit him in. So I've just lost a little bit of time. He will always do 2 moves that could possibly not be hittable, and then he will do a move that will be hittable. So I got pretty good RNG. I missed one go through, which that loses you maybe 6 seconds, and you're like, oh, that's not that bad. But the variance is insane. It can literally lose you 40 seconds. So if you are in, for example, 3rd place like I am, it will lose you runs if you do not get perfect RNG against OSAT. But still very good. During my PB, I actually did not get perfect OSAT RNG, so we are actually on PB pace. This is Scorch, which is my least favorite world. Not a fan. Gotta be a little careful, because it's very easy to die in this level. Luckily, there's some health right here. The bonus is up here. So in the bonus stages, for this one and another one later on, the strategy is to damage boost. So we just take damage and just keep going. There is a category called Time Attack, and Time Attack is going through these levels as much as possible, and that's done with in-game time. Time Attack is in-game time, so the strategy is different in Time Attack versus actual run, which is pretty interesting. So during this section, there's actually lava that will be chasing me. That's a big thing in Genesis games. If you've ever played like Sonic, there's that section where in Marble where the lava chases you. However, I'm just going so fast, we are literally never going to see it. You move faster if you grab things in order to like flip around on. So usually, if I have the chance to do that, I'll be doing it. There's a situation in the first level. So this is a very obnoxious boss fight. If you have really bad memory, like for example me, this boss can really mess you up. So I have to pay really close attention. If you have any kind of anything to say, this would be a pretty good time.
We don't have any donations, but I would like to take this opportunity to remind everybody why we're here and what we're doing. We are Speedruns Rochester. We are a speedrunning community in the Rochester area that exists because we wanted it to. We put on lots of marathons like this one. We've done charity marathons as well before, notably for Extra Life, and we've also been featured on some larger speedrunning channels like GDQ Hotfix. We are currently fundraising to get some more money to put on better marathons in the future. Namely, this money is going towards audio equipment, and also we want to build a dedicated stream PC.
So this is the hardest level in the game. Well, okay, that's not necessarily true. It depends on your thoughts. This is my favorite bonus stage of the game. It is a lot of fun. All right, watch. It's a lot of fun. It's just like really silly, and then boom, it's done. Now, the actual stage itself is very difficult. It has 3 tricky pole jumps, one of which I'm about to do here. 2, 3, 4, go. Nope, did not get it. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so that went really well, actually. So there are a few setups for that. I've been trying the setup where you go further. It's a lot more difficult to pull off, though. Ooh, bad. Oh no! Well, that just lost me a lot of time. Usually we would use that to go over here and like go just straight to the end of the level. But unfortunately, I have to do the walk of shame. This is the old strat before we even found out that was a thing. So that just lost me a lot of time. That's Scorch 2 for you. It is the one of the hardest levels. If not the hardest, then the next one is. This is Adahan, possibly the hardest boss. Seems to give newer players the most trouble. He's not that tough for me anymore, but he does give newer players a lot of trouble. He is RNG based, much like a lot of bosses in this game. There's a chance that he won't do this, and if he doesn't go up in the air, it is faster. And it's pretty easy to miss him when he goes up in the air. So basically, you hit him twice, and then you do this falling. And during the falling section, if you miss him, he goes either left or right, and just goes up really quickly. So my strategy is, if I will go to one of the sides randomly, it's a random chance, and just spam down. It's a 50-50 chance, but I find it to be the safest thing. There he goes. That's Adahan for you. Except it's not done quite yet. So all these pieces fall down, and there's Adahan. Oh, he's a cute little baby. Oh, mess him up! He deserves it. He's evil. So the story of this game is that there's an evil force in the galaxy called Kaiser Greedy, and he is infecting creatures and like basically mind controlling them and turning them over to his side to do his bidding. Basically, he wants to rid the world of all music, creativity, and fun. The most stereotypical villain ever, and we are trying to stop him. I will go into a little bit more detail after this level because I've already messed it up. So, this is Sonata. Sonata is, in my opinion, the hardest level in the game. It has, again, 3 very tricky tricks to it. I've already messed up the first one. It's called God Cycle. If we do this first section perfectly, we're able to get this cycle. This fan goes up on a global cycle. And because I missed it, I just missed it, we have to wait for the fan to go back up. Whoa, that was close. Almost fell into the spikes there. That would have been catastrophic. This is one that I often miss. I often miss grabbing this one. This is also one that you can just like lose entirely. If you mess up getting this, if you like break too many chests, it will be impossible to actually finish. There is a spike pit in the bottom right, just in case you do that to speed up your exit. So that is a way to completely lose the run. Which I guess if I lost the run, I would just keep going and be like, you know what, it's any % now. See, there's where diagonals got into play. Kind of messed me up there. Oh. I have no idea what I was thinking. You gotta grab this and then throw it up there. Here's the second trick. Did not get it. If you throw it at the perfect time, it's not frame perfect, but it is kind of close. You can get it up on that ledge. And now we're moving on to the hardest trick in the game. It is nearly double frame perfect. Give me just a second. Got it first try! Alright, so that is Sonata Skip. It is not double frame perfect, but it is very close. If you release on the exact perfect time, and then grab at the exact perfect time. Both times it's like maybe 2 frames. I think the release is 2 frames and the grab is 1 frame, but I'm not entirely sure on that. And then the boss is pretty tricky too. We use damage boosting in order to hit him twice. Basically, if you're grabbing, you're able to hit. You're able to. Oh no! Oh, I messed up. Okay, so I did not get 1 cycle on this, which really sucks. Because then we have to wait for these orblets to dance around, and it takes like 20 seconds. Welcome to Ristar. Welcome to Ristar. It's a hard game. Alright, so usually you would use damage boosting. If you grab, you're able to just go through collision for a little bit and able to hit them twice. That's basically all I was talking about. Garby is happy because you get to hear the nice music. It is very good music. As I said, the music in this game is really good. And the music in this world, some of the best. I'd say the next world is my favorite, but that's just me. So this level is all about damage boosting. I need to not get hit here. Good. Those aren't RNG, but if you're going just a little slow, it is based on your speed. If you're going a little slow, you're unable to do that very properly. Oof. Okay, see, that's why I needed that extra hit. Otherwise, I would have flown up and just straight up died. Uh-oh, are there more frame drops? Oh, goodness.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of issues.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
goodness. I'm sorry, my internet is, like, really acting up today.
It happens to the best of us. There you go. It looks like we're more or less back.
That's good. This is the bonus stage for this area. This one is another situation where we do a little bit of damage boosting. Whoopsies. Come on, there we go. So about the bonus stages, you'll see on the when you get stuff, it says congratulations or like wow or whatever like that. If you play Time Attack, it shows what's called Sega times, and that's basically how fast Sega employees, when they made this game, got to go when they did those levels, which I find really fun. And if you beat their times, which on some of them I swear they cheated. I swear to God they cheated on some of those times. But if you do beat their times, the game goes give up, and it is really creepy. It is broken English. It says something different in the American version. I'm playing the Japanese version, which I'll explain why in a moment. This is Alwek. I like his name, Alwek. Basically, the strategy for him is to face left and grab up, and that knocks you back into his podium. Otherwise, we'd be knocked to the left, so that speeds up the fight. And then he's a bundle of RNG otherwise. Anyway, so region differences. In the Japanese version, for the mini-boss fight of this world that we saw, the one with the dancing birds, there are little music notes that pop over their heads, and that tells you which bird is going to drop. That is not in the American version. So, it's not faster, but it is easier and more consistent, because you know which ones are going to drop, otherwise you gotta guess. So, I would recommend running the Japanese version if you can. It is much more expensive. Well, not much more expensive. Ristar is a rare game, so it's like maybe $50, and then the Japanese version is like $80 to $90. I mean, that's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. But if you're really willing to go for it, that is worth it. There is another few things that it does. There's a little animation that it gets rid of later on, and there's also an animation on here. On the American version, you would see Ristar like fly on skates. I guess because it looked really good in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But they removed it in the Japanese version for some reason, so that's faster. And then the boss of this world looks different, and I'll explain that. And then the story is different. Basically, in the Japanese version, there's a goddess Arudo, and oh, I almost forgot to do the bonus stage. There's a goddess Arudo. She is your mom, and the civilians of the galaxy pray to her, and she sends you for help, and that's the story. In the American version, she's completely absent and removed. Instead, Ristar's dad is a hero of the galaxy who got captured by Greedy, and instead, Ristar goes and fights against Greedy in order to save his dad and the galaxy. Because for some reason we can't have female characters. There is no reason given why Arudo is removed. Okay, so this is not frame perfect, but it's close. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, so oh my god, you son of a gun. He can jump over it. So what I'm doing is I'm doing attacks that are undodgeable unless he's about to jump and attack me. So, like, on most times it's undodgeable. So it was really rude of him. He's the bully. Throughout the level, he's, like, messing with you. I basically just dodged him the entire time. He's just messing with you and, like, bullying you. He will come back later, actually. So here we have a water level. It is one of the hardest levels in the game, especially for newer players. I had a lot of deaths when I first started this game on this level. So this game actually has a beta that is pretty interesting. On this level, it has spikes on the top of those water sections, which makes this level an absolute nightmare, which is why no one runs beta percent. Literally no one runs beta percent, because it is a nightmare to speedrun. The spikes on these sections make it impossible to go through. So we're going to ice jumps. Ice jumps are some of the hardest tricks in this game. So if I grab in an opposite direction like that, I can, oh gosh, as you can see, I'm already messing up. I can change my direction. However, it is very easy to mistime the jump like I'm doing and fall. And it's also very easy to lose all momentum. So you know what? I'm just not going to do ice jumps. I'm so going to mess up. Okay, I gotta focus. Give me just one moment. Oh. Wow, these are the worst ice jumps I've literally ever had. What on earth am I doing? There we go. Holy moly. That was awful. So, here we are on this bonus stage. It is another nightmare. Because jumping into this hole is pretty difficult on slippery slopes. You have to be, like, very precise. Stop! Let me get in! Okay. And then the rest of it is, like, easy. It's damage boosting in case you mess up. Obviously, it would be faster if you don't damage boost, but... Come on. There we go. Whew, boy! Wow, we're on to hardest level in the game? No, but sure does mess me up really badly.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
I would say in a moment.
Alright.
I'm getting to this boss and I should explain how he works.
Okay.
This is Edomore. His last name is Lunch. He is Edomore Lunch, which is great. He is a cat. And we need to feed him hot pies. I think that's supposed to be curry. He's based on the idea of Nekojita, which is that cats don't like spicy food. So we need to feed him spicy food. That is a thing that is not in American culture. So for the for the NA release, they turned him into like an abominable snowman, and it's the idea of just feeding him hot food instead. So he has very mild RNG. Oh, I messed up. Oh my god, why am I so bad? He's the same every time. But if you mess up, he does change, and it's kind of difficult to predict what he's about to do. Oh my gosh! Hi, I'm Liz, welcome to Jackass. Okay, so, basically, you need to release at the perfect time so that you're both sucked into his mouth and can throw it in. You can release it sooner or not get sucked into his mouth, but it's cooler. The RNG is that he can either bounce 3 times or 4 times. That's all it is. Otherwise, he plays the same every time. If you're good. And clearly I'm not. Aw, Edomore has a bit of a tummy ache, and we're sending him back to his mountain where he belongs. Alright, so now we have plenty of time for a donation.
Alright. We have $20 from Suddenly Cassie, who says, "What else could I put this toward but girl?" Thank you, Suddenly Cassie.
Girl. Thank you, Cassie. I love you, Cassie. We're reaching near the end of the game. This is the last world.
So unfortunately, our wonderful commentator Liz has left the Discord call. So it's just me, and I don't know anything about this game. Hopefully we will get her back soon. Just wanted to keep everyone updated. Oh, I think we have Liz back, maybe. Soon. I can't hear her.
Hello.
Hello!
Hi. I don't know how long has that been happening?
I don't know, like 7 minutes.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you just like left randomly. It was super weird. 7 minutes.
Really? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
7
you
minutes?
left randomly. It was super weird. Yeah.
Why did no one say anything in chat?
Yeah. I added you in Discord. Some people said stuff in chat about
She's
the
oh my
content
god, are you
drop,
kidding me? I didn't even see that. Oh no! I've been talking this entire time! Oh my god, I have no idea what happened. I blame my phone. I was on my phone because, if I'm on Discord on my computer, it lags. But, we're near the end anyway, so I'm so sorry that you had to watch nothing for the past, like, 7 minutes. I had a lot of interesting stuff. Wait, so, you said stuff during... It wasn't that long, it was one world. It wasn't that long. It was long! It was too long, but, it wasn't that long. So at least that's that. Anyway, we're at Kaiser Greedy. I'm so sorry, everyone! My goodness. Just so many technical problems during Lizblock this year. We're at Greedy. He is a very difficult boss. Like, one of the hardest bosses on the Genesis. One of the hardest final bosses. I will make him look very easy, unless I get really unlucky or I'm really bad. So, he can be very mean and instantly start throwing balls. Which hopefully he will not do. Alright, no, we got perfect RNG there. And then the rest of this fight is just, the same every time. Time will come up in one more hit. And time. Alright. So it was a 3908. What was my estimate? A 40. Okay, well that's good. You know what? I should have known, because I asked you what my estimate was and you never answered me. That was like a while ago. Assumedly when my Discord died. Yay! Everything's bad.
It did take me a minute to notice what had happened, admittedly.
Really? I talk non-stop.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I'm just being really quiet.
Alright, so that's Ristar. Thank you all so much for watching. It's my favorite game of all time. And if you are interested in it, we do have a Discord. Go on SRCom. We have the link to the Discord in the chat. You can just come in and hang out, too. Like, you don't even have to run. You can just hang out, see how things are going. As I said, it's hopping because we just got the world record defeated. But yeah, that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope it was enjoyable. And yeah, stay tuned. I will be back again for the next run. but I will not be alone. So if I die, you don't have to worry about that.